Hey, how's it going? It's Smitty here with you from the Smitty Dome with you today. Got a couple special guest stars. Tim Kovac. Tim, how you doing today?
I'm doing well.
That's
How's
good.
it over there?
Good to hear. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. We also have Alan Skully. Alan, are you with us?
Yes, hello, Smitty Dome. Glad to be here today.
Sorry you didn't get any clapping there, Timmy.
That's all right. It's rough being on the top.
Yeah, it sure is.
Top of dicks.
So you guys just happened to have a matchup this past week. How'd that go?
Went well. Never seen anybody shit the bed. The only way to shit the bed faster is if you pull those beads out real fast. Big Mac.
I call that pure luck.
It is what it is.
What was the final score of that matchup?
89-76, I think, something like that. I don't
All right,
know.
guys. Well, hey, let's get right to it here. I'm going to do a little screen share. Let's go over divisions. You know, it's been a couple weeks since we had this show on. So, there's already 2 games in the books. We're going on week 3. So let's go ahead and take a look at the divisions here. I'll bring the screen up for you guys. Situate this thing somehow. I guess it's, yeah. How's that? All right, hey, Timmy, I'm going to start off here with the good division. We got Boomer Sooner, Brian Puffer, 2-0, Adam Davis, 2-0. I think that's the first time he's gone 2-0 in 3 or 4 years. You got Cole Marshall, 0-2. Cole's a perennial playoff contender. I think he's been in the playoffs every year. This might not be the one for him. And Timmy, your brother coming up in the rear. 0-2 also. What do you got to say about that?
I think there's some surprise there. Marshall's team looks strong. It just seems to be matchup things. But, the division's real tough because Puff and Davis both have real strong teams. Bill's team, unfortunately, looking a little shaky right now. I think he's got an injury issue. Is he the one with Jordy Nelson on his squad?
He does have Jordy Nelson.
Yeah, that one hurts. And I think he lost somebody else to injury as well. It always sucks when you put your starter in and, you're expecting to come back and make some points and he throws up a big freaking goose egg for you. That always sucks. It's tough to overcome.
Ain't that the truth?
Yes.
Timmy, why don't you move on to the ugly, considering you're leading that division?
No
Yes,
big deal.
you are.
Actually, I was in two freaking dogfights that I thought I was going to lose both times. And then, by the grace of the fantasy football people, I apparently was able to sneak it out. Again, the first couple weeks are always weird. It's like an extended preseason because none of these guys play in the preseason anymore. So I think now we're really going to start to feel out where some of these players are at and who's going to be succeeding and who's going to be failing. Like people you should cut, people you should try to sign, trade for, things like that. These first 2 weeks are it's a shit show because nobody really plays the preseason anymore.
Yeah, that's going to be tough coming up in the later weeks when people figure out who's producing and who's not, and you're still coming up with 80s, and everybody else is coming up with hundreds.
It's true. That's very true. It's very, very true. We'll just see if I can just keep lucking my way into these wins, I guess. It's better to be lucky than good, right?
Yeah, I always love tossing the coin up in the air.
Sometimes you lose, like last week, so it happens.
I haven't heard anybody bring up yet, Tim, that that you didn't draft this team, but it's 2-0. Do you have half your payout going out to whoever drafted this team for you?
I do not, but I do remember Ron saying something about an asterisk. I did want to cover that because then there should probably be an asterisk for last year for all the table talk that cost certain people certain quarterbacks. Just saying, that could have changed the whole season around, but we'll never know now, will we? So it is what it is.
I mean, there would have been an asterisk because I guess maybe you would have taken second place if that's what you're getting at.
Well, you never know how the season turns out at that point.
Well, I can tell you how it did turn out, and I was a champion. So let's keep moving on here through the ugly division. Al, you're coming up in tied for second with Ben Scholes. Ben Scholes, who put up a ton of points last week.
His team was
100 going into that first half.
ridiculous. At one point, it was projecting him to have like 146 points. I said, good God, man, who's going to score that? Brady put up, 40 points for him?
Yeah, Brady put up 40. Gronk put up another 25 and then went out with an injury. Or wait, no, that was Ron's team. Fuck Ron's team.
I think Gronk did leave with an injury, though.
Yeah, it's groin, and it's not that serious, which is a shame.
Yeah. Gore put up. I didn't see what Beckham did at the end. What did he score?
Not much, I don't think.
Yeah, maybe 3, maybe 4 points.
But he does have Olsen. I think Olsen's out.
IR'd, correct.
Yep.
6 to 8 weeks, I think.
I agree.
So he's going to be needing tight end there.
I'm not going to lie. I've been throwing Ben a lot of options there to I'm not a tight end, but, he doesn't negotiate with terrorists, as he tells me.
Yeah. So it's been pretty stingy with the trading in these early weeks. I'm going to be honest with you. Sent a couple flyers out myself. Rejected. I'm like, damn.
You guys got Pete Lamb bringing up the rear. Lamb chumps, last place last year. Not bad. Looking like he's going to line up with that same position.
Yep, I would be okay with that.
Yeah, better him than me. But his whole team's going to be made or break by Zeke there. See how that goes. They had just a god-awful week, and he only got, 8 yards or something rushing. That's
yeah.
So,
no bueno.
Yeah, you can't expect a whole bunch of wins if that's what your top back's going to do. So, but I'm sure Zeke will bounce back and Pete will be competitive, but we shall see.
Well, is that suspension going to happen, or is it just pushed off this year?
It's pushed off again, so that's the last I heard.
It's moving off to the Fifth Circuit Court, so whether they have the final say, we'll have to see.
Yep.
So moving over to our last division, the bad. Ron Meister taking the lead there. Had David Johnson the first week, blow up. Second week, he actually blew up. Kareem Hunt still looking very well for him. Gronk, doing what Gronk does that second week after a mild first week. By Mac Chase at 500, Holbrook at 500. They both look like they got strong teams. And, your last year's champ sitting there at 0-2.
I don't see Gronk finishing out this season. I could see him getting hurt. He's already looking fragile with his robotic arm, and now his back was hurting him or something.
Yeah, I think so.
So
That's
I would expect another injury from him.
Soon enough, they're going to start game planning against Kareem Hunt, and losing David Johnson's kind of a big deal in that situation. So hopefully Alex Smith can keep him honest with his arm. That way Kareem Hunt can keep doing what he's doing and having a solid year. And if he keeps this up, he'll be Rookie of the Year, no doubt. But we'll see. Hopefully he can keep it up.
I agree with that. Let's keep moving on here, guys. Going to bring up the matchups of this week. Just so happens on my screen here, the first matchup we're going to look at is Ron versus me. 2-0 versus 0-2.
Yeah. Where are them projected points at there?
93.
It's going to be a dogfight.
Yeah, I don't think Ron's touched his team since he's still got New York Giants defense in there. Who the fuck play them? Well, hopefully he does. Let's not give any pointers in this. I'd hate to help him out.
I'm sure something bad will happen, and he'll squeak by some magical way.
No,
I don't know. That's what he does. That's Asian black magic sprinkles on his team.
You guys have any prediction of this game?
Without seeing the teams, I can't really guess at it. I think your teams do. So I would give you the edge here. You're hungry? You need a W?
They're projecting Cam Newton having 21 points on here this week. I don't know has he even put up that kind of number yet so far?
I don't think so, no.
So that's I think that's a stretch. They're playing New Orleans.
That defense is weak, but yeah, he's going to have to rush for a touchdown, maybe two, to get to that point mark. So
we'll see.
Who knows? Especially losing his number one target, Olsen, that's going to be a mess. I can't believe they still have him at that many points, so we'll see.
Yep. All right, let's move on down here. We got Cole versus Bill Kovac.
That is probably going to be Cole. Cole's got a real strong team. He's just not putting it together on game day, it seems. Especially with Bill having Jordy being 50-50. That's never a good sign when they say 50-50. Usually they want to play it safe because it's a long season. So if Jordy plays, you never know what's going to happen. But if he's out, it is not looking good for Bill.
Yeah, if Cole has the right people in, I think he'll pull that off too. He's been
He loves to leave like 60 points on his bench, doesn't he? It's awesome.
Yeah. His bench is ridiculously stacked. I'm like, geez.
Yeah. Way to pick them starting lineups, Cole. Keep that up.
I guess that means he had a good draft.
Well,
Hey, you guys have anything in the upper left hand of your screen that has a countdown?
nope.
No.
All right. Let's keep moving here. You got Pete Lamb and Al Skully. Is Pete going to get his first win tonight here, Al?
I don't freaking hope not.
Nobody wants that crown handed.
No, I don't want to start a losing streak to, that.
Yeah, whether either one of you guys added your teams yet, you guys are both showing a point away. It looks like a shootout for now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. They got, I think Thompson, they got him only scoring like 6 points, but he's the past two times I had him on the bench. Week 1, he had 11, and week 2, he had like 24. I left on the bench with him, so I'm expecting to see something out of him this week if they keep feeding him the ball like they've been the past 2 weeks. So we'll see what happens.
To me,
But the starting running back there is actually, I have him on my bench. They thought it was a much more serious injury, but they think it's just a cartilage issue, and it's a pain management, Robert Kelly. So he might still get him with lion's share of the carries, but I don't think that'll hurt Thompson's number. He really is just a third down back for him, but he's quick, he's talented, and he makes people miss and makes things happen.
are you guys both on the Scully wagon for that game?
Yeah, I would say Scully.
Thanks, Tim.
You're welcome, Al.
Next up, we got Gildo versus Holbrook. Both battle the 1-1s. Whether Holbrook has added his team yet or not, Chase is up by 12 points.
Chase's team was really tough. I was looking at it the other day trying to make a trade with him, and, he trades like Ben, which is not at all.
Yeah.
So it's a real tough team, but Holbrook's team is going to, live and die by the quarterback. Drew Brees is Drew Brees. If he throws for 350 and a touchdown, or 3, that's tough to overcome. So he's going to – I believe Brees is his quarterback, right?
Yeah, it sounds right. I believe I lost to him already.
And then Tyreek Hill too, So week 1, amazing. Slant passes, running, what was it, 150 yards and a touchdown or 2, big gains. Week 2, held to like 40 yards, no big plays. So if you can get both those guys going, he's got a shot. But I would probably put my money on Mac on this one just because his team overall good.
Yeah, both you guys picking Gildo?
Yeah, yes, I would have to pick Mac on that.
All right, let's move on down here. Brian Puffer, Adam Davis, our first 2-0 versus 2-0 matchup.
You're up, Bones. Give it the breakdown.
Well, Puffer's it says Puffer's projected 106 to 89. That's a big slide there.
I think Davis won with 89 points last week.
That sounds familiar, right, Scully?
Yeah. Fuck you.
I could be off.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right. Projections are projections, but if Stafford's good and healthy for that game, he can put up a lot of points for Puffer. He's always good. He looking at Puffer's team. I mean, he's got a stacked lineup here too.
Should be interesting. They both can't win, so.
Yep. What kind of pick you got there, Scully?
I'd go with Puff on that one.
I'm probably going to lean towards Puffer as well.
Roger that. Let's move on to our last game to preview. Tim versus Scholes, 2-0 versus 1-1. We got Timmy at 87 projected, Scholes at 85. I know Tim's team is pretty fluid until Sunday comes around, so guys can be in and out of there. Ben, hell, who knows when he looks at his team? Half the time, he don't even look at the trades we send him, you know?
Kind of hoping he leaves Olsen in, to be honest with you, but
shit, well, keep that to yourself.
honestly, I would give him what's that?
I'll edit that part out.
Oh, that's fine. I would give Ben's team's really solid, and he's doing what Ben does. Like, he puts together a buzzsaw for the regular season and then loses first round of the playoffs, and you just go, I don't know what happened. Usually gets an injury or two later on, and the whole thing kind of just crumbles. But I actually think I would give the nod to Ben on this one once he gets his lineup corrected.
What are you saying, Tim? Are you picking Ben over you today?
I am picking Ben over me this week. Fair and honest, balanced, right?
Well, I mean, that type of confidence doesn't get you first place overall, I can tell you that much.
It is what it is.
I'm going to have to go with Ben because it sounds like, you know, somebody's already lost mentally, not only
It took all my good juju to sneak past you, Bones.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to about cover it for today's episode. I can get this thing working here. I want to thank both of you guys for coming on, sharing your time.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you.
Bones, it's always a pleasure.
Same here, Jamie.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and sign off, and good luck to all you guys this week.
We'll see you later.
See you later.